Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Regina. I know I'm a little early, so I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to get on before we get started. Good morning, Peggy. Okay, good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. It is Saturday, so thank you guys all for getting up this early. I know that our power hours are usually a little bit later in the day, but I prefer to get my income producing activities and my action steps done right away when I wake up in the morning. Actually, it is the very first thing I do when I wake up. Is complete my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes I start on it before I even get out of bed. It just helped me make sure that it's done and I'm not trying to remember to do it throughout the day. And although I do a lot of other things throughout the day for my business, my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is something that is super, super important to me. And I really, really push my team to do it. I have them send them in to me on Sundays so that I can kind of see who is really doing the action steps necessary. Because this business really is about taking the steps necessary to reach your goals. So last night, Regina talked about how writing down your goals are super important. And do you have, long-term goals, short-term goals, or whatever? So a couple of things I wanted to hit on with that today was that if you are not writing down what your goals are, you will not accomplish them. I promise you. Goals not written down are just dreams. And when you can look at those every day and see, I see that Elisa is back on the road. Yeah, it happens sometime. Just smile. I'm so sorry, sir. So anyway, it's really important, guys, that we write those down, but it's easy for us to write down, right? That we want to be a 7-star or a 5-star or a 1-star or even a managing associate. It's easy to just write that down. But what steps are you going to take every single day to make sure that you get those 5 people or that you get to 5 stars? So the law of average says that for every 9 no's, you're going to get 1 yes. So if you want to sign 5 people today, you need to go talk to 50 people today. So I found that breaking the steps down into the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 really, really helped my team accomplish small tasks every day. And that if they were just doing those 5 steps, that they would see the fruits of their labor. So we always talk about planting seeds and how it's super important that we're continuing to water them, right? Because it takes about 5 to 7 times for someone to say yes. So if you're not continuously watering those seeds, it's like starting over, because if a plant dies, very seldom are you able to take a plant that's like completely dried up and dead and go keep, even if you keep watering it every day after that, chances are it's not going to come back to life. Now, some people have a really good green thumb and they can do that, and that's the same in network marketing. But a lot of times what happens is that they found someone else to purchase the same product from because you weren't continuously watering that seed. Or I was talking to Allie at France I'm not going to get used to calling her that, but Allie Atkins France this morning, and she said something about somebody being a spammy pammy. And that is what happens a lot. And so that's kind of what we're going to it's funny that she said that this morning, because that was what I was going to kind of talk about today. But first we're going to, since the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is really important to me, and most of you guys on here know what I'm talking about. I've talked about it several times. So we're going to start out this morning doing our birthdays, going in and wishing all of our connections and friends a happy birthday. You know, wish them a happy Saturday. Please don't ever use someone's birthday as a way to go, hi, happy birthday, and if you want, I have a special for you. Okay? I wouldn't even respond to that person. I would probably block them on Facebook if they did that. If you guys want to do specials for people's birthdays, do it at the beginning of the month, like make a post. Hey, if you have a birthday this month, drop an emoji below or the date below. And then maybe every week pick one of those people and send them a message if it's not on their birthday, and tell them that in honor of their birthday this month, you know, they had previously been interested in True Vision, and that you would like to offer them, you know, a free trial if they purchase a combo, or a free trial or whatever. But so I'm going to give you guys just a few minutes. I know most everybody on here probably already has their birthdays done, but if you haven't, go ahead and take a few minutes to do those, and we'll move on. Okay, I think most people are finishing up with those, or they have already probably finished them this morning. Oh my goodness, Dee, that's crazy. No birthdays today. So sorry if I keep moving around a lot in this video today. I have a injured back, and it's really hard for me to sit down for a long period of time. But so one of the things that I'm going to talk about today is not being spammy in Messenger, and it actually happens quite a bit. How many of you gotten a message, you know, hey, Kaylee, thanks for connecting. I'm looking for someone like you that has so much influence to crush this opportunity that I have. Want to take a look? I get those messages every single solitary day. One, they don't know me. Two, they obviously haven't taken a look at my page. Three, I don't respond to them. I just say, hi, thanks for the connection. I hope you have a great day. That's it. Most people should and people are very much like that in a lot of ways. And it might just be, say, sometimes they don't even say thanks for connecting or how are you. They just, oh, I have this amazing offer on these wraps, or I have this, or I have that. And they're constantly just spamming people with either their link or their information, and they're not really getting to know them or connecting with them. And I can promise it might work some of the time, but more often than not, I can promise spamming your link and spamming information to people who do not know you isn't going to help you be successful. And it's not going to help you be successful because you're not taking the time to get to know them. You don't know if they're in a place to even look at it at the moment. This just happened about a month ago. What if somebody just died in their family and they didn't even take a look at their Facebook page or know what's going on in their life to know that probably right now isn't maybe the time to reach out to that person. And it's just really, again, spam. So like I said, it can work for some people, but it's usually not going to work for most people, and it's not going to create success. I can promise you the people successful in network marketing and in our profession didn't get there by being spammy. So there are cold market scripts that really help. When you are meeting people in cold market, whether it's a Facebook group or it's interest group or something like that. But don't ruin the relationship from the beginning by being spammy, especially if you've met them in a friendship group and you're trying to make a connection with them. So it looks like everybody is done. So the next thing that we are going to do is 5 reach outs. So I know it's the end of the month and people are really trying to push towards rank, get their numbers in, get their GV up and things like that. So we're going to reach out. Today we're going to mix it up a little bit. Normally the reach outs, when I have people do reach outs, it's just to reach out to somebody and wish them a great day. So I want you to do 15 of those this morning. You're not selling them anything. You're not trying to get them to buy anything. Some people, I keep lists of everybody I talk to in this book right here. Every single person I talk to every single solitary day and what our conversation was pretty much about is in there. So it makes these action steps super easy for me. So however you guys keep your list organized of people and how you talk to them. But I want you to just reach out to 15 people, wish them, a happy Saturday, and that they came across your timeline and you just wanted to pop in. Maybe go take a look on their Facebook page, see what's going on in their life. Maybe they posted a picture of their kids swimming yesterday. Oh, I saw you guys at the beach. It looked like you were having a great time. I hope you have an amazing Saturday. Just something to that effect. And then as you guys are finishing those up, again, we're going to do 15 of those, and you can just come in here and say done. So does it bother you guys when I'm talking and having you guys do these reach outs at the same time, or are you able to multitask? And I'm asking to be serious only because I don't want to talk if it's going to keep you guys from, doing the activities. So anyway, back to spamming people. One of the things is that you can actually ruin the potential for a phenomenal relationship by starting off with people being spammy with them, right? Because that's how they're going to remember you. So we really need to avoid treating people like a number and learn about them and find out, like, what do we have in common? What are some things that we could connect with? Where did you meet the person? Going and actually looking at their page and seeing, maybe you look at their page and you're like, I wouldn't even want this person on my team. Honestly, that's the truth. And, we are not car salesmen. And a lot of times people, the automatic first thing that comes to their mind is that I'm not a salesperson. But we're not car salesmen, and we are salespeople, but we do it in a way of sharing other people's success and our own success to show people what kind of life they can have by following our model. We're leaders in the network marketing industry, and we should be, driven, inspiring, empowering, and educating others on how to take their lives to the next level. And if we start off by spamming them, that's probably not going, we might eventually get there with them, even if we do start off by spamming them, but 9 out of 10 times we're not. There are times and places to use what we call a hard close, and we just dive in to the close. But we really, really want to build rapport. And I'm talking about cold market, guys. Your friends and family, you should be much easier. It should be a lot easier to talk to them people because you know them. You can really be yourself. But when you're dealing with cold market people from, yard sale groups, maybe even friends of friends of friends, because that's a good way to expand your reach, is getting your friends to share your posts, or to share, if you do live videos, to share your lives. So that really, really expands your reach. If you know 100 people and each one of those people know 100 people, you now have a community of 10,000 people that you have a reach to, but that reach is shortened with each connection that you have in those 100 people. So really connecting with people and inspiring them and empowering them is really going to help you. So are we getting done with those reach outs? I'm going to put these tasks in here quick. Before I forget, go ahead and go make your first, well, it might not be your first Facebook post today, but make a Facebook post about Power Hour, so people know what we're doing this morning and that you're taking time out of your Saturday. You're taking time on your Saturday to show up. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to follow up with people that it's the end of the month. So I want you to go back through your month and see the people, find the people that have either asked you for the link, shown interest in purchasing, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet. I want you to reach out to them. Maybe you can offer them a free extra week. Maybe you can just touch base with them and say, hey, Ashley, I know in the beginning of the month you were really interested in ordering. I just wanted to know if you had any more questions, or if I could help get your order placed today. So did you hear what I just said? I didn't say, do you want to place an order today? I said, how can I help you place your order today? Always go into the conversation assuming they're going to say yes. If you go into the conversation thinking they're going to say no, chances are they're going to say no. Let's go ahead and go reach out, to about 4 to 8 people that have shown interest in your product this month in ordering, and reach out to them and see if you can help get their order placed today. And I actually have 3 people I need to follow up with, so. Okay. So I kind of like to teach my team a 5-step way to kind of go into Messenger. So you always hear money is made in Messenger. We communicate through Messenger probably 90% of the time. I know people are really starting to learn the power of picking up the phone and talking to people, which is amazing, because if Facebook went away tomorrow, where would your business be? And that's really something to think about. So as you're connecting with these people and talking to these people, you should really be making sure you're getting a phone number or another way to contact them or to connect with them outside Facebook's platform. So a really simple thing, learn about them, connect with them, compliment them, relate to them, and always end with a question. So when we're talking to somebody, let's say I was, in a cold market group, and I meet Tanya, and we start talking. I want to make it about them. I know all about me, but if I make it about them, then they're going to be more receptive to me. And you have to really find out, is there really a sale here? Does this person have a need for our products? Are they a good fit for you? Is this somebody, maybe you meet somebody in a mom's group and you go to their page and everything on their page is against everything that you believe in, or everything that like you would never ever do. And I'm not saying to prejudge people, but you're at least going in knowing what type of person you're starting with, right? And you always have to meet people where they are. So, if I met someone and they were posting, about dogs killing each other all day, or they had, they were posting pictures of dog fights and cheering that on, I might not want to connect with that person because that's not something that I relate to, that I approve of, or that I like. And chances are, if that's something they're doing, I don't want them in my organization. And I know for some of you guys that might sound like really terrible, but guys, these are people that when you recruit them, that you have to work with, right? You don't have to love and be best friends with every single solitary person that you personally recruit, but you should be able to work with them. And if you're not able to find something in common with that person, it might be a lot harder for you to work with them. So, it's kind of almost like when you're recruiting somebody into the business, especially, you're almost doing an interview. And don't act out of desperation that, you need them, but go into it with confidence and posture about your business and why you're here and how it's changed your life. And you're going to be able to really help them see it from a different perspective when you go in with confidence and posture and just not like, I need 5 people because I'm trying to rank, you know, but really, really getting in tune with who they are. Always know, never assume, be genuinely interested in people, their kids, family, fears, obstacles, struggles, their needs, wants, desires, dreams. And I'm going to tell you, if you take 5 minutes and go scroll through someone's Facebook page, you can tell a lot about them. It may not seem like it. I mean, and it might seem like their life is completely sunshine and roses, or it might seem like that they're, you know, they have, you know, they lost their job, they don't have money for their light bill. I mean, people put everything on Facebook. So you're really able to get to know them. And if they don't have a lot, those are lots of conversations that you can come up. When you're complimenting someone, always compliment with specifics. Don't be lazy. You know, hi, Allie. I was just scrolling through Facebook and I ran across you, and I just wanted to say I saw those pictures from your wedding and you were absolutely beautiful. Your wedding party and all the mixture of those dresses were just, I thought, great. So congratulations on getting married, and I hope you have an amazing day. You know what? I didn't say one thing about me. I really took specific action or specific, I gave her a specific compliment. She knows I was paying attention because I talked about the fact that all of her bridesmaids had on a different colored dress. I wasn't being lazy in my compliment, like, oh, you look beautiful, have a great Saturday. Like, really be specific, because when you're specific with things like that, these people know that we care about them, and people don't care what you know, they care that you care. And paying attention to people is what shows them that you care. And when you're being specific with your compliment. So again, make sure you're being specific with your compliment, not lazy. You know, always look for a way to connect with the common denominator, like something that you maybe both have in common. So Allie loves to fish and I love to fish, right? So there's a lot that I could talk about with Allie. I'm actually in a lot of all women's fishing groups, because it's something that I really, really love to do. It's something that I know a lot about, and I'm able to have a common denominator. I don't have to start off with my business. I can start off with, you know, where's the greatest place near you to fish? I'd love to come up in your area, you know, and fish up there. And later on that could go into, I'm wanting to come up to your area and do some fishing. I'm looking at expanding my business up there. Do you know any great places that I could fish while I'm there? I'm not asking her to join this business I'm expanding there, but it will lead into a conversation. Well, what business are you expanding here? So there's always ways to plug our business, our products, and our opportunity without being direct. Now, are there times when we have to just be direct? Yes. You know, you can only build rapport for so long. You can talk people, rapport them to death. If you don't ever ask the question, do they want to join your opportunity, or are they interested in our products? You're never going to get a yes, right? They're not going to just one day wake up and say yes, you know, if you're not even asking the questions. Now, if you're posting on Facebook and things like that, they may eventually see your post and come to you. But, you know, just ask the question. You know, even if they say no, that doesn't mean they're going to unfriend you today. They're just not ready today. And that no is not right now. So never assume anything about them, and always ask questions. I always like to end with a question. You know, hey, Allie, sometimes I get so tongue-tied early in the morning, even though I really like doing these things really early in the morning. Hey, Allie, I saw that you and your husband had been out fishing. I'm thinking about coming up to Minnesota. What are some really great areas for me to fish in, right? So I end with a question so that, you know, she responds, so that we can kind of have a conversation. Maybe you met somebody in a mom's group and you guys start talking, and you say, oh, I was looking at your pictures and I see that you have a little girl. So do I. My daughter's 5. How old is your daughter? Things like that. But don't make it seem fake. Like, you have to show interest. So you have to be able to go onto their Facebook page and look through and see what's going on, so that you're able to better relate with them. So Again, we're going to learn about them, connect with them, compliment them, relate to them, and end with the question. And these steps are going to help drive them to your social media platform. It's going to help them see more of what you're posting. It's going to make them more interested in the things that you're saying and doing if you show interest in them. So the next thing that we're going to do today is I want you to go in Messenger. They've kind of changed it up a little bit, but in Messenger, you can, on the iPhone, down at the bottom, there's some bubbles. So the first bubble is like your Messenger itself. And then the second thing next to that is like two little people or whatever. And then on that, when you click those two little people, you can see people stories at the top, and then there's lists and lists of names. So the first people up there are the people that you usually talk to the most. But I call this the green dot. We've been calling it the green dot for a long time. I don't know what other people call it, but these are all the people that are currently online right now. So what I like to do is go all the way to the bottom, because if you go all the way to the bottom, those are probably people you haven't talked to in a long, 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 long time. And then at the, it shows at the bottom, recently active. And then those usually are people that you've talked to recently too. So then right above that are like, so like I see a bunch of people right now that I know that I haven't talked to in a while. So what I would do right now is take about 10 of those people, and I would just reach out and say, hi, maybe you haven't talked to them in a while, maybe you know them personally or not, but just, wish them a happy Saturday, and you hope they have a great 4th of July week or whatever you want. But just go in and find some connections with people that you haven't talked to in a really long time and reconnect with them. While you guys are, and maybe right now, I'm just going to give you guys maybe, let's see, it's 9:30. So I'm going to give you guys about maybe 10 minutes or so to do that. And then I'm going to talk about some do's and don'ts in Messenger after that. Okay. I'm going to give you guys about 5 more minutes to do those green dots, and then okay, while you guys are doing that, because I just feel like there's like lots of silent time on the calls sometimes, especially when I do them, because I give you guys time. I want to make sure you're doing it. So while you guys are doing that, I'm going to talk about some do's and don'ts in Messenger, because it's super important we treat Messenger as though we're having a conversation. And so we're going to just talk about some of the things, because I know that a lot of times when my associates are really struggling and they message me and say that they're not having any success and they're doing all the steps and they're doing everything I tell them to do and they're not getting anybody to join, I will oftentimes have them send me conversations that they have with their customers and potentials, so that I can kind of help tweak what they're saying. Because a lot of times it is simply a matter of what you say. So we're going to talk about some of that. So something that I really like is voice messenger. I like that option because they can really hear your excitement. And it's not, they know you're not copying and pasting something, because even if you're verbatim what you would copy and paste, when they can hear it in your voice, they can hear the excitement and they can get excited. If you're having a bad day or you're all drab and all that, then voice messenger might not work for you. Also be careful when you're using voice messenger that you're not talking very loud, because it can come across on the other end as you yelling. So you want to make sure you just want to use your normal natural voice and show excitement. Answer in text with 1 or more sentences. Always ask questions. Compliment, connect, control the conversation, and build rapport. So those are some of the do's that you want to do in Messenger. So now we're going to talk about some of the don'ts. And sometimes when I'm talking about these with my team, they're just like, well, that's because you just don't like it. And I'm like, nope, it has nothing to do with me liking it or not. I was told this by somebody once because I actually did it. So when somebody's talking to you and you need to respond, the letter K is not a response. It is so impersonal. It's so lazy. It takes the same amount of time to type okay. So don't use the letter K when responding. Don't use the thumbs up emoji when responding. It's lame. Use a different one. I don't even know what that means. It used to really bother me way worse. I used to literally block people who sent me the thumbs up. But that was when I was still a real jerk and hadn't grown in network marketing and grown as a leader. So, but I still hate it just as much today. If I walked into a store and I asked the guy for some information and he gave me all the information, I'm not going to go and walk out the store. Right? I'm going to be like, okay, thank you for that information, or thank you, have a good day, or something, right? We should be the same way in Messenger. I know a lot of times people feel like it's a way to say, okay, it's a way to end the conversation, but we're supposed to be professional. So if you're talking to your buddy or your friend or whatever, and you guys talk like that, or whatever, then that's cool and fine that you use that. But when you are attempting to build rapport with somebody in cold market, or even your friends and family, you want to be professional at all times. So sending the thumbs up is not good. Spam people with join my team and bad scripts. That's another don't. You don't do that in Messenger. Do not send a 14-paragraph response when they ask one question. We call that vomiting True Vision all over somebody. It does not take something this long to answer one question. I tell my team, if you're talking more than they're talking, you're talking too much, right? So you're always wanting to be listening and getting information from your potential or from your cold market prospect or from your friend that's going to lead into why they need our product or our business opportunity, right? So don't, I'm going to tell you, people know me so well. My associates know me so well. If they're going to send me something that's like this long, they will say first, Kaylee, I know this is really long, right? Because they know because really something this long can be said in this much, right? So we want to make sure that we're not over talking, but that we're over listening, right? So, or they'll send it and say, I don't expect you to read this right now, but when you get a chance, will you please read this, right? But my associates, they just know me. So, yep, see, so D and everybody's laughing and saying yes, because they know. I feel like you can say the same amount of stuff in a smaller, shorter version without going into a whole lot of unnecessary chit chat. Don't throw people into a group chat without them knowing. So I talk about 3-ways all the time, right? So you don't ask them. I don't ask to put them in a 3-way, but I tell them I'm putting them in a 3-way. So Sarah messages me and says she wants some more information, and I'm really new, and all I know is that I'm taking these pills and I feel amazing, and I've lost like 5 pounds in a week. But hey, listen, my upline Kaylee, she's been in this business for a long time and with the company, and she is going to be able to answer all your questions much better than I can, because all I know is I'm taking this stuff and it is great. So I'm going to put us in a 3-way with her right now. Not do you want to be put in a 3-way? Can I put you in a 3-way? I'm going to put us in a 3-way right now. Okay. You're taking control of the situation. You're letting her know you're just excited about this product that you started taking because you lost 5 pounds. You're being honest about the fact that you're super new and you don't know all the information, and that's okay. And it's even okay to say, I don't know all this information, but I'm going to connect you with my upline in a 3-way right now so that she can better answer your questions, so that you get all the right answers to make to make the best decision for you. People can't make decisions about something that they don't know anything about. So if you don't know the answer and you're just rambling on and on and on with 14 paragraphs of information, for one, I'm not the only person on the planet that doesn't want to read all that. There's lots of people on the planet that don't want to read all that information, right? So don't throw people in a group chat without letting them know you're going to do that. And then don't message the same people over and over every single day with a follow-up script about what you talked about yesterday. So what I mean by that is don't message the same people every single day about ordering. If they said they were going to order last Monday and they didn't order on Tuesday and you sent them a message and they didn't respond, don't send them a message on Wednesday. If they don't respond, and send them a message on Thursday. Don't do that. Wait. You get to the end of the month, that's when I go back and I follow up with. So if I send somebody a link on Monday, if I send them my link and I don't get a notification that they've ordered within 24 hours, I send them a message. Hi, Tanya. I know that I sent you my link yesterday to place an order. You were super excited about getting started. I just wanted to check in and see if you had any issues or if you needed my assistance in helping you place your order. Okay, maybe they're going to respond, oh, I was going to order Friday when I get paid. Oh, I didn't realize it had $8 worth of tax and I don't have that much, so I got to wait. Maybe they don't respond at all, right? So then I'm done. Okay, if they don't respond at all, I'm not going to message them again the next day. I have other people that I got to get back to. But they go on my end of the month list. Then, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, I follow up with all the people that this month have showed sincere interest in purchasing the product, or I've sent them my link. So then I follow up with them now and say, hi, Tanya, I know at the beginning of the month you were super interested in placing an order. I just am checking in. It's at the end of the month. I want to get you started. You can talk about the July 1st transformation is starting. So those are good transitions to talk about. Can I help you get started on your journey today? Can I help you get that order placed today? Can I, whatever. So those are what I do. when you treat people like people, they will respond. If you are being spammy and just sending their link and they can tell they're just some number to you, they are not going to respond. When you are truly interested in them, they are going to feel that. All of you on here can probably attest to a time that, you know, you were talking to somebody on Facebook, or even, you know, in general. I mean, these rules don't apply just in Messenger. They also apply if you are talking to people in public, you know, face to face. When you're truly interested in someone, they feel it. We feel it. If someone's genuinely interested in us, we can feel it. When you do this with discipline and stop being lazy, you will convert your potentials into customers. I promise. So the other two things on the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that we do every day is add 2 people to your list. So maybe you've already done that this morning by being in interest groups or in yard sale groups. Just so you guys know, Saturdays are really, really, really good days to post. Especially in the morning time, people aren't having to get up and rush out the door to go to work. So they're on Facebook, scrolling through Facebook before their kids get up or before they get ready to go out and enjoy the beautiful weather, or whatever. So Saturdays are really, really good days to be interacting on Facebook and getting, you know, in connection with people. It's also, you know, yesterday was Friday, so it's also the end of the month pay for a lot of people. I was going to tell you one more thing, but I got to find what my notes are. Oh, I know. People are always asking me. So when I make a post about something, and somebody like likes the post or you know, comments on it, you know, I will send it, especially if they like the post. I always send them a message, you know, hi Paige, thanks for liking on my post and supporting me. If you ever have any questions or would like to learn more about what I'm doing, please let me know. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday, and maybe look at her page and see what she's doing. So it's okay if they have liked your post or commented on your post, for you to message them. But always bring out a connection that allows you guys to continue to have a conversation. So those are just some really important things. I think that people don't pay a lot of attention to sometimes when being in Messenger and how they're communicating with people. And it's so, so important. One thing to keep in mind, if it bothers you in Messenger, it bothers other people in Messenger, right? So you're just wanting to make sure that when you're in Messenger, you're still treating them like a human and you're still treating them as someone that you're interested in. And I promise you, the more that you treat people like you care about them and that you are genuinely interested in them, the more likely they are to join your team and follow you. The things that you're posting every day on Facebook, somebody said last week, I don't remember if it was on one of these power hours or, yeah, Allie Carlson said that, you know, how people are always watching, and somebody from, you know, a long, long, long time ago that she hadn't connected with in a really, really long time sent her a message and just had basically said how they had been watching her on Facebook and she was so inspirational and it just seemed like she was living her best life, right? And that was, even though they hadn't connected in a really long time, based on the things that Allie posts and what she does and how she is on Facebook, other people were able to see that without even communicating with her. So you want to go look at people and find those things in people so that you too can genuinely be interested in people, or so that they know that you love and care about them. So I hope you guys have an amazing Saturday. I know there's a bunch of people going up to the float trip with Elisa. It looks like it's going to be a pretty clear day. Some bad storms came through yesterday and ripped my screen off my porch, so I need to take care of that today. And I think my back brace comes today. I'm not sure. But anyway, I hope that all of you guys have a great day. I love you. I hope that you have an amazing week and a great end of the month. And we will see you on Monday with the new Power Hour lineup.